last 5 years it's seen some pretty unique challenges with the face that technology has changed quite substantially. I think there are a number of different concerns out in the field with running subcontractors and various programs getting the reach. But I think one of the areas that's the key focus right now is in relation to safety and also for the field personnel, making sure that they're compliant with the programs. So those issues are really quite important at the moment, and are certainly being certainly out in the press at the moment, with everybody focusing on them, safety being the biggest one.
There's definitely a lot more interest in operations on businesses with large field crews to automate a lot of the work that goes on in dispatching. Before there was all manual scheduling, mostly paper-based, and now they want to have a more automated solution. Let a system do it for them, where they can do something else, make a better use of their time. So there's a big shift, definitely.
I think it's come a long ways, and the primary reason, I think, is really because it's come from something that it was a necessity for companies that manufacture to something that's really the differentiator very often that makes companies better than another.
From our perspective, that's been a long way. We've managed to drive about 87% of our costs out of our industry, mainly through automation, but also tackling some productivity and behavioural cultural change through the organisation. So as well as the 87%, we've also seen a 45% increase in our productivity.
In the last 5 years, I think it's gone from almost non-existent to being really on the verge of being the next big thing. And that's been prefaced by two things: communications, which have allowed true mobility instead of just mobility in certain select areas, and also the availability of devices like your iPods and that iPhones to be true mobile devices.
I think the field service industry over the last 5 years has come quite a long way, and the last 2 or 3 years quite rapidly, moving up what everyone's talking about in a marketing sense as the adoption curve, from early adopters into the maturity part of the market, and we're definitely on that upswing.
In my opinion, I think it's actually made a lot of progress, but I think where the interesting part is the technology take-up has actually been a lot slower than you would have expected. I've noticed that a lot of the industry that I've been historically involved in has been able to roll out some of the applications out in the field. But it's interesting, a lot of large organisations are still just starting to move down that technology advantage. I think it's an element of cost and trust, and also the networks and affordability. And I think a lot of it comes down to the technicians themselves, because there is a need to be in control of what they're doing, and I think they've seen Big Brother as part of the electronic uptake.
I think from a technology point of view, it's moved forward in the last 5 years quite a lot. I think field service companies are seeing the advantage in being able to charge customers in real time and also provide real time information to their customers for the services that they're providing. I think there's also been a move from purchasing more consumer devices to movement towards more ruggedised devices, just because of the way the guys handle them out in the field. They get thrown in toolboxes, things like that. So, and also I guess the devices themselves have actually moved forward with 3G connectivity, cameras, those sorts of things.